Hey y'all, what's good, beautiful people? It's your girl Tay, and I am here yet again with another update video. So definitely make sure you guys smash that like button, comment down below, subscribe, plus push the post notification bell button so that when anytime I upload a video, you will be notified. Happy Thursday, you guys. We are pretty much done with the week. At least I am. I can't wait until tomorrow. It's Friday. I get to see my babies. Oh, so quick update, you guys, for those of you guys who have been sending me a whole bunch of get well wishes for my daughter. So I talked to my oldest, which is 15 years old. I spoke to her yesterday, and it was also one of my daughter's birthday yesterday as well. So I wanted to call over there and say happy birthday to her. But they told me that my daughter, who had the broken ankle, she finally got her regular cast. I don't know if I told you guys, when the incident first happened, she went to the emergency room at the hospital, and they did wrap her leg up really well, and I think they put like a splint or something in there because it was hard. You can feel something hard on the inside, but the outside of it was like soft tissue. Like, it was soft. It looked like one of those, what do they call those things that you can get from like the pharmacy? I forgot what it's called, an ace bandage. But anyways, she got her regular cast on yesterday. So when I called, unfortunately she was sleeping. I felt kind of bad. I'm like, is she in pain? Is she okay? But I just wanted to let you guys know that. I don't know if she got the waterproof cast. I guess I'll find that out tomorrow when I go to pick them up. But anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know about that. She's still going to school. She's still walking around on her crutches or whatever. I'm pretty sure it's definitely difficult for her to get around like that, because when she's in school, she's by herself. So you know, and kids are cruel. Kids are very cruel. I wish I could say I don't know why, but a lot of times kids are a product of their environment. You know what I mean? Some kids do pick up habits from outside influences, but for the most part, I do believe that kids are a product of their environment. So if you are a mean mom, dad, grandma, uncle, legal guardian, 9 times out of 10, the children that you raise are going to carry those same personality characteristics. I just pray, because, you know, my children are tough. You know what I'm saying? They got mouths just like they mama. So, yeah, but moving on for that, you guys, you know, that's just a little quick update and rant about my daughter. She's doing okay, but I will update you guys further. Yeah, when I see them tomorrow. So, moving on, let's jump right into things. There's a lot going on. There is a lot going on, in the United States of America. Where is it? It's just, oh my God, it's a lot. It's a lot, you guys. And I read one article where they're offering not teachers, parents. They're trying to get parents to come in and be substitute teachers because they don't have enough teachers in schools to keep up with in class. You know what I'm saying? In class instruction. So it's a lot. Here we go right here, though. Let's jump right into that since I already started talking about it. But it says, this came out by CNN about 2 days ago. It says, desperate to fill teacher shortages, school districts ask parents and various staff to become substitutes. With more teachers sickened or sidelined by the highly contagious Omicron variant, school districts across the country have resorted to extraordinary measures to keep classrooms running, okay? Cincinnati Public Schools averted the shutdown of 11 schools Monday by dispatching more than 60 staffers from the district central office to classrooms, the school board said. But it wasn't enough to keep the schools open, and the district will now move to remote learning. I think that all schools should be doing remote learning. I know it's difficult for parents, you know what I'm saying, depending on your job situation. And I know realistically that even though, if that does happen, which I don't think it's going to happen, not because it's not necessary, but because the government just doesn't want to shut down again. So they're going to do everything in their power, except for giving us some more money. You know what I mean? As of right now, who knows? They may change their mind. I highly doubt that too. But they're going to do everything in their power to make it seem like as if we are doing well, and that the economy is recovering and there's no need to shut down, when we all know that that's not the truth. Okay, I actually saw another article by Dr. Fauci saying that he believes that with this new variant, because it's so efficient in its transmittability, I don't know if that's a word, in its transmission to other people, that he believes that everybody across the US of A is going to catch this new variant one way or another, but that he's saying that people who are vaccinated already, who've been vaccinated, who have received a booster, will obviously come out on top. I don't think that that's necessarily true. I do think that at some point everybody's going to get sick, whether it's the variant, whether it's the flu, whether it's a a mutated version of the both of them. Whatever it is, we're in the flu season. People tend to get sick around this time anyway. I do think that it's going to happen. Heck, I was still sick. No, I did not go and get tested because that is not a question that I need answered for me, that I don't need for them to freak me out. I'm a hypochondriac already as it is, and I'm trying to tone that down. People start looking up symptoms and all of that stuff on Google and feel like they about to die and need to plan their funeral the very next day. So that was not something that I needed to do. I knew that because I wasn't down and out, needing a ventilator, needed to be put on life support, that they was going to send me home anyway. So why not just get to treating myself and make sure that I feel okay? So that's what I did. I rested. I took some medicine. I took some herbs. I drank a lot of tea. I took 55 baths a day. And I do mean I took a lot. Water is the ultimate healer for me. It needs to be on the inside. And whenever I'm feeling bad, it doesn't matter what it is. I know I'm going on a rant right now, but it doesn't matter what it is. I will take 3 to 4 baths in one day. And I will sit in that tub and just let my body detox and sweat everything out. And that, for me, shortens the length of my colds and whatever it is that I have going on. As women, y'all already know it works wonders for us. Hot water is the greatest, but a bath, not a shower. But anyways, moving on. That's what Dr. Fauci says. He says that everybody is going to get it at some point or another. If you've been vaccinated, you're most likely going to walk away with mild symptoms or not feel anything at all, versus everybody else who hasn't been vaccinated. He's trying to say that they're going to be the ones that come out in a worse predicament. All right. But everybody's body is different. So you never know. In upstate New York, the West Genesee Central School District posted a Facebook post asking young alumni to sign up as substitute teachers. They are desperate. Are you home on college break and want to help out at your alma mater? Come be a substitute teacher or teaching assistant while you are home and earn some spending money before you go back to school. The district posted January 5th. And the Boston Public School superintendent stepped in to substitute teach a 5th grade class Wednesday, one of numerous administrators who backfilled some 650 teacher absences during the Omicron surge. Okay, subs have been a challenge for all school districts. And then it goes on to talk a little bit more about other schools and how they're dealing with this variant and still dealing with the Delta variant. It's just a lot going on with this virus. Everybody just needs to be safe. Now, we've got some recalls here. To be exact, we got 28,356 pounds of ground beef recalled due to potential E. coli contamination. This came out 3 days ago, posted by Taste of Home. It says, now that it's winter, we've been making hearty stew recipes. I haven't been making no type of stew. Soups and more to keep ourselves warm and cozy. Of course, this means that we've been buying tons of ground beef. I don't even use ground beef in anything I don't make beef stew. Y'all let me know what y'all doing. And what y'all do around this time when it's cold. You know what I mean? These are the cozy months where you're supposed to be, eating those really warm one pot meals. I tend to do like a lot of chili, but I don't use I don't use ground beef at all. To be perfectly honest, I just don't like it. You know what I mean? Every once in a while I have a burger, but for the most part, and then I always end up sick because I really don't, I'm not a steak person. I really don't like ground beef in general. Everything that I make that calls for some type of ground meat, I use ground turkey for everything. My spaghetti, burgers, we use ground turkey for everything. So I don't really use this type of stuff. Of course, this means that we're buying tons of ground beef, but unfortunately you might have to put this week's meal on hold. Fresh off the heels off a salad recall, the U.S. Department of Agriculture, Food Safety, and Inspection Services has announced a huge ground beef recall. You should definitely take a look at the contents of your fridge and freezer. It says the products have been recalled due to possible contamination with E. coli. A third-party lab was given a sample of a retail package of beef and reported that it tested positive for E. coli, after which the FSIS conducted an assessment and concluded the lab was correct. While no cases of illness have been reported as of yet, the FSIS is concerned that contaminated products may result in serious illnesses. E. coli can cause symptoms like dehydration and abdominal cramps and potentially result in kidney failure. That is definitely huge. Kidney failure after having some spaghetti or chili or a burger or whatever it is that you're using that ground beef for. That's a pretty high price to pay. Like, it's cool that they putting these recalls out there, but the fact of the matter is, what I'm wondering, why are y'all not testing these products before you send them out? Doesn't that make more sense? Why don't you test it before you send it out? So that way you can catch it before you start distributing to the mass population. Doesn't that make sense to y'all? I don't understand why all of these recalls are happening. That means that they're just getting meat, you know what I'm saying? Putting it together, putting it in a package, sending it out there. And then after they've already sent it out there, because they want to keep their factories and whatever and whatnot open, you know what I mean? They got to keep that money rolling in. Then they send it to a lab and have it tested. That makes no sense to me. You're killing people with damn food. In a minute, people gonna be scared to eat if they not already, because I know I am. I told my daughter about the situation with the salad, and I did go and check my salads in the fridge, and none of them, when I went online to look at the list from the recall for yesterday, if you guys didn't check that out, I was talking about salad recalls that were posted by the Food, Drug and Administration stores like Walmart, Aldi, HEB. I think there was another store that sold these particular salads. There was some by Dole. There was some by Market Side, and I had Market Side salads. I went in there and checked it, and unfortunately, it wasn't that brand, but they still sit in the fridge. I'm scared to eat them. My daughter was like, yeah, I'm not going to eat those, Mom. I'm just scared. And actually, I was feeling a little sick yesterday. I was feeling a little bad, you know what I mean? I was having some stomach issues, and she said, did you eat the salad? And I was like, no, I didn't eat the salad, but I thought that was so funny. But anyways, yeah, people, if you're not already afraid to eat, you know what I mean? It's going to get like that. That's why I want to move. I think that it's better for everybody. If you have the ability to start you a little garden in your backyard, if you have a backyard, if you have the space, the opportunity, and the financial means to do so, start planting you some herbs and some vegetables in your backyard. I really do understand why my grandparents were doing that now that I'm older, because that's exactly what I intend to do when I get me a house. Because yeah, in a minute, like I said, we're going to have to be relying on whatever resources we have. That's just how I feel. May not be the truth, but that's just how I feel, because this doesn't make any sense. How many recalls have I given you guys within the last, month? There's been a recall or a few recalls almost every week, okay? And these are not small things. These are things that they're saying could cause potential deaths, stillborn, miscarriages. You know what I mean? If you have a immune compromised system, it's worse for you. It could be fatal. Like, there's a lot of things that have been recalled that cause really harsh illnesses in people's bodies. And I'm not liking that at all. Y'all not doing a good job. Whoever you are, if you're watching this video, y'all not doing a good job. Somebody ain't washing their hands. Y'all not testing this stuff. Something ain't right. Anyways, you can find this information on the FDA website. It says the items in the ground beef recall were produced on December the 20th of last year and bear the establishment number of EST.965 inside the USDA mark of inspection or printed next to the timestamp and use or freeze by date. So far, it's been confirmed that the potentially contaminated products were shipped to Arizona, California, Nevada, Oregon, Utah, Washington, and Wyoming. According to the labels for the contaminated products released by the FSIS, they were sold at Winco Foods, Albertsons, Kroger, and Walmart outlets. If you've bought ground beef from any of these stores recently, check the packages immediately to see if they contain the given production date or establishment number. They want you to throw these things out immediately. You can also call 503-656-6168. That's 503-656-6168. This is if you have any questions about the recall, and contact the sales manager, Mike Sinner, and quality assurance manager, Rodolfo Mendoza. Okay. That's who you guys need to talk to. If you call that number, they can give you a little bit more information. You can also get online yourself and check the Food, Drug and Administration and look up these products specifically just to see for yourself. Moving on from that, that I found to be not interesting, but kind of shocking, and I can't even say shocking. Health officials let virus-infected staff stay on the job, okay? Health authorities around the U.S. are increasingly taking the extraordinary step of allowing nurses and other workers infected with the virus to stay on the job if they have mild symptoms or none at all. The move is a reaction to the several hospital staffing shortages and crushing caseloads that the Omicron variant is causing. California health authorities announced over the weekend that hospital staff members who test positive but are symptom-free can continue working. So you're working on me and you have the virus. So whether or not, let's say I go to the doctor not for the virus, I go to the doctor because I have an asthma flare up. It has nothing to do with the virus. Let's say I go to the doctor because my blood pressure is going wonkers and I need them to help me bring my blood pressure down. Whatever the case may be, let's say you go to the hospital for anything but this doggone virus. You end up with a worker working on you that has the virus. Then just by chance, coincidentally, you end up testing positive after that. How is that helpful? I do understand that there's a shortage. I do understand that they're running out of healthcare workers. They're running out of teachers. They're running out of everything. We're about to run out of damn food in the stores. But does anybody else, or is it just me, think that that is the dumbest idea to have people who have no symptoms at all or who may have mild symptoms? For one, it's not healthy for the worker. It's not healthy. I don't care if you don't have symptoms at all. If you have mild symptoms, you need to be at home resting. You need to be at home taking care of yourselves, boosting your immune system. You need to be at home, okay? But because, again, the government is lacking common sense, apparently, they're going to allow people who have tested positive to stay on the job. So I want y'all to be mindful of this fact when you go to the hospital for anything. If it's not that serious, I would suggest you stay home. And before this article even came out, that was one of the main reasons why I stayed home. The last time I tried to go to the emergency room was, I want to say 7-8 months ago. And that was for what I thought was no, actually it was. That was for it doesn't matter what it's for, but I tried to go to the emergency room. It was for a bladder infection, but I went to the emergency room for that. And the lady was like, I mean, you can come inside, but I'm telling you right now, the whole hospital is full. You know, there's nothing but virus infected patients inside there. And when I looked in the waiting room, there was no room in the waiting room. They had like a tent thing set up outside where they were trying to sit customers and treat customers. They had ventilators and stuff outside in the parking lot because they had no more beds available in there. And I had my 2 children with me, so I had to make a choice. I decided to just make an appointment with my regular healthcare physician, which is what I should have done in the first place because they're never busy, and go and get that taken care of there. But yeah, I just want you guys to be aware. This is my public service announcement for this week, to be aware that if you go to the hospital, make sure that it's worth going to the hospital for, because the person that's working on you may be infected, okay? The highly contagious Omicron variant has sent new cases of the virus exploding to over 700,000 a day in the U.S. on average, obliterating the record set a year ago. The number of Americans in the hospital with the virus is running at about 110,000, just short of the peak of 124,000 last January. Okay, many hospitals are not only swamped with cases, but severely shorthanded because of so many employees out with the virus. At the same time, Omicron appears to be causing milder illness than the Delta variant. It doesn't matter if it's mild or not. You're still sick. You're still carrying around something that is completely infectious and contagious to other people. I don't know why they keep saying it like it matters. It doesn't matter. If you have no symptoms at all, you're still, how do I say this? You are still a threat to the American population, because while you have no symptoms, you go and take your behind outside and give it to somebody else. They might not be so lucky not to have symptoms. They may have symptoms. They may actually pass away. It may be fatal for them. You get what I'm trying to say? I don't understand why people are not using their common sense. And that's what makes me think a whole lot about what the truth of this situation in my own, you know what I'm saying? I don't really know how to explain what I'm saying, but I just feel like, this was designed. I feel like this is a plan. I'm just going to say that. I feel like this was a plan. It's definitely a plan. Okay. Population control, whatever it is y'all want to call it, but this was definitely some type of damn plan. Okay. Because there's no way. And then nobody is that dumb. Nobody is that dumb. People are not born genuinely dumb. People are products of their environment, and they are taught behaviors, and those behaviors transfer over to their personality and even the decisions that they make as human beings. But nobody is that dumb. You know what I mean? People are making conscious choices to be sick and pass it around to other people because they don't care. Now the government is doing it as well. So yeah. I don't know what's going to happen with this, but we're going to jump off of that, y'all. We're going to jump off of that because I've talked pretty much a lot about that. We're going to jump off of that particular subject, and we are going to check on emergency stat maximum benefits for the month of January. I did check this morning. I don't think anything has changed. I'm not going to give you the payout dates because I believe I went over that yesterday. Do I have? I don't have Connecticut, so I'm going to give you the payout dates for the states that I did not give you guys yesterday. Okay, so we have Alabama is being approved, Alaska, Arizona, we have Colorado, and then Connecticut, which I don't have written down, so we're going to take a look at that. Again, this is emergency snap maximum benefits for the month of January of 2022. Okay, so for Connecticut, we have January the 19th, and then all Fridays until those cases are completed. So I'm writing it down. So for Connecticut, January the 19th, which is next Wednesday, until all January apps are completed. All right. We have Delaware. Where's Delaware? We have Delaware. We have DC, Georgia, Guam, Hawaii. Then we have Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana. We have Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, North Carolina. We have Ohio. Where is it? Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Texas, Utah, Vermont, Virginia, Washington, West Virginia, Wisconsin, and Wyoming. So those, as of today, Thursday, January the 13th, are all the states right now that has been approved for emergency SNAP maximum benefits for the month of January. I'm checking on pandemic EBT. I'm looking on my phone here. For pandemic EBT, same 7 states. We have Indiana, Ohio, Minnesota, Michigan, New Mexico, Wisconsin, and North Carolina. Okay, so that is what we have as of right now for pandemic EBT, as well as for emergency SNAP maximum benefits for the month of January. Well, that is absolutely all that I have for you guys today. I do hope this information was in some way helpful or useful to you guys in the least little bit. But do me a favor, if you haven't already, don't forget to smash that like button, because it really does help to let YouTube know that you like what I'm doing. Y'all want me to stick around so I can keep providing you guys this hopefully useful and entertaining content, because I be going on a roll with you guys. But I like it. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I think it's cool to have someone that may have the same views as you, and even if they don't have the same views as you, just to have a conversation and be able to relate to other people who we're all in this together. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you guys know we are all in this together. Ain't nobody above and beyond except the rich and the wealthy, and we ain't gonna talk about that right now. But on that note, you guys, I'm going to say, as always, just be safe. You guys, make the decisions that you feel are best for yourself and your family. Be safe. Wash your hands. If you are sick, please stay home and social distance. And yeah, you guys, remember to live, love, and elevate. And I will definitely see you guys in the next video. Peace, beautiful people.